Bust the round, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just swing to the left, swing to the right. Make you feel good, make you feel alright. One time, feel good, yeah, y'all. Bust the rounds in the place, y'all. Nigga, you feel real good, y'all. Flip mode, the squad in the place, y'all.
Buck wild to all of my who don't care. Floss like a bunch of young black millionaires. Making you run, me and my stacking my ones. Floss a little, invest up in the mutual fund. Blowing the horn, a sense of every day I was born. Never dream I see it landscaping my lawn. Dangerous, be accurate. Have to get the flow be so immaculate. Hey yo, watching my dough. Sipping it slow, them pretty saying hello. Anyway, go ahead and display your olive olay. Little honey dip whipping a little cabriolet. I don't mean to hold you up, but I got something to say. Swear to only give you hot every day. Afraid of us, you know this ain't a game to us. You strange to us, that's when we getting dangerous. Come on.
This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Cause too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous.
Hold your breath, we swinging it from right to left. With the wide cleft, be hot to death. Staying alive, you know only the strongest survive. Holding my heat under my seat, whipping the fire. Baseline for all of my people moving around. Give me your pound, all of my holding it down. Cutting you up, the new rocking you up. My black hole, sucking you up. Back in the days, used to be out. Now I'm holding several money market accounts. Blaze the street, and then I would just like to announce. Feeling my groove, my jigger, making you bounce. Others is fair, me and my breaking the bread. Straight getting it, we got holding your head, afraid of us. You know this ain't the game to us. You strange to us. That's when we getting dangerous. Come on.
This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Cause too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous. We so dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Come on.
One time, y'all. Throw your hands real high, y'all. Yeah, get down, y'all. Let me see you all, y'all. Bust around, flip mode, y'all. 1998, y'all. Get down, y'all. Let's have a ball, y'all. Feeling the heat up in the street, rocking the beat. Step up in the take me to my reserve seat. Coming around, all them surround me. So much to drown me, making feeling the funk blazing. Stay hitting with that blow a hole in your trunk. Afraid of us, you know this ain't the game to us. You strange to us, that's when we getting dangerous. Come on.
This is serious. We could make you delirious. You should have a healthy fear of us. Cause too much of us is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My flip mode squad is dangerous. So dangerous, we so dangerous. My whole entire unit is dangerous. Come on.
what you want. Come on now, come on. You're beating walls, now you just won't quit. You play with shapes, but they just won't fit. I know you love me, you don't know what you like. You're watching TV, I stay up all night. I don't need you, want you. I don't need you, want you. South Carolina here is moving up, and we're filling the cup. This game is saving us if we don't go. Come on, yeah, have a little fun. Come here, baby, I love you, company. We could do it and start the family. She was living alone and happily. We could do it and start romantically. Come here, baby, I love your company. We could do it and start a family. She was living alone and happily. We could do it and slide romantically. Come, baby, I love your company. Do it, start a family. Living alone and happily. Do it, slide romantically.
At 6 foot 9 inches, number 3, James Johnson.
Will be the Raptors off the tip. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. MKG and Marvin Williams holding down the forward spots. And it's Jefferson in at the 5 down low. And here are the Hornets now. They need to bounce back from Wednesday's loss.
And I think the sort of issues they had on defense, in part at least, was a bigger factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was on the road. You have to be sharper when you go out and play as a visitor.
Yeah, everything has to be tight. You can't be loose in any aspect of your game. You're fighting against the crowd and the opponent. You've got to be tougher mentally and physically if you're going to win on the road.
Now DeRozan, following the miss by Kemba Walker from deep. Joseph with the ball, working on Walker. Joseph, that's good. About a minute played so far here in the first. Jefferson, a screen on Lowry. And Walker kicks to Stevenson. And it's Walker penetrating. Nobody near. Kid Gilchrist from outside off the mark. Charlotte on D. 4-point game. And Valanciunas kicks to Joseph. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Joseph. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Kid Gilchrist dishes to Walker. Stevenson passes to Walker. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 14. And he gets it to go.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Charlotte on D. Trailing by 2. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Back to Lowry. Stevenson against DeRozan. Johnson dishes to Lowry. Lock at 6. Stolen by Walker.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Kid Gilchrist. It's good. This game is all even.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Outside Lowry. Johnson against Kid Gilchrist. Now Joseph. Pass to Valanciunas. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Some good defense in the NBA, so let's check out the leaders. Number 1, the Raptors. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
You know what? We were lucky to see both of these teams do their thing on defense during the regular season. I mean, you talk about blocks, steals, outstanding rebounding. They were able to keep their opponents from scoring fairly consistently.
And Stevenson kicks to Walker. Pick by Williams. Off the pick. Kemba Walker again. Walker's got his second bucket.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
The wide open look here for DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
And he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. We've got to be ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
Thanks, Doris. Now DeRozan. Following the three-point attempt by Lance Stevenson. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
A good open look, and he splashes home the three.
Hornets trail by 4. Outside, Walker. Up top, Stevenson. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Charlotte moving the ball around. 6 on the shot clock. Walker against Lowry. Walker missing again. Toronto leading by 4. Outside Lowry. Dishes it to Joseph. 1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. Enslaving for 2.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
And Toronto will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Vasquez, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Kyle Lowry. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Rambo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Henderson comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. And he gets it to go. Henderson's got his first points of the night.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Williams attacking. Picks it out to Vasquez. Now here's Joseph. Defense is right there. Williams up on top. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Williams. A shot by Johnson, no good.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
Feeds it to Henderson. Tries to keep it alive. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Seven seconds left in the first quarter. Vasquez kicks to Ross. Jacks up a 3. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. First round of the Eastern Conference Playoffs. Al Jefferson and the Charlotte Hornets take on Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors next Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's the NBA. For joining us as we get back to the action here in this Game 2. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
And a good start for this club. I like the way they played together, really moved the ball and did a nice job offensively.
Yeah, excellent ball movement, and it's paid off on the scoreboard, too.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So for Toronto right now, Joseph in at power forward. Vasquez out there with Williams. Then it's Terrence Ross, and it's Johnson in at the center. Now here's Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Fades away. The shot will not go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Roberts passes to Henderson. He dishes it to Roberts. Henderson kicks to Neal. Williams a screen on Johnson. Neal. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Neal's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for Charlotte. Raptors with the lead. Williams kicks to Johnson. Outside Williams. Joseph with the ball. Working on Biyombo. Just 4 to shoot. Shot from 12. Joseph dishes to Ross. Here's Johnson. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And Roberts kicks to Biyombo. And it's all evened up. Biyombo's got his first bucket in this one.
See the way he times his passes so well? It's a great assist.
Some changes for Toronto. Patrick Patterson. And the first half ends in a close one. Hornets.
Guys, I'm here with Kyle Lowry. And Kyle, how did you feel about that first half?
All right, we got a few things to cover before the second half. This isn't a game I'm going to let slip away from us. We need this one. I'll say this. We kept a very tight handle on the basketball, and that's something I always like to see.
To our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
Yeah, in a game this important, we knew his contributions were going to be critical for this team, and I thought he really delivered in the first half.
And here in the second, the stakes are raised even higher, so he's going to have to continue to give him someone to lean on here.
On the floor for Charlotte, Stevenson is the 2 with MKG the 3. Williams is out there without Jefferson, and it's Walker in at the point guard. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Hornets had a huge game. He picked up 12 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
I agree with you there. I mean, he obviously hit on something that brought out the best in him, and you can be sure he's going to take the exact same approach in this one.
Definitely. And as confident a player as he already was, now he's got to be feeling absolutely unstoppable.
Stevenson passes to Jefferson. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. Back to Walker. Left side, Walker. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Joseph dishes to DeRozan. Johnson kicks to Joseph. Back to Johnson. Here's DeRozan. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Hornets trail by 3. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Way to play in attack mode and get inside.
And, you know, if you're on defense and you're going to foul, make sure it's a good one. They did, preventing the and one.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Al Jefferson.
Check out the game for Jefferson. He has 8 points, and he's done his job at the charity stripe. He's gotten 4 of his points from there.
Man, that's a good place to get them. You know, they don't come easier than that, but you've got to get yourself there first.
Here's Joseph. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Outside, Walker. Now the dish to Jefferson. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. They have a decent edge in rebounds thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Up top to Rosen. He's guarded by Williams. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's the 3. DeRozan's shot is good. DeRozan's got 9 points now in just the second half.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Outside, Walker. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Jefferson. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Walker with a clean look. And the Hornets miss again.
Nobody near him. He'll normally make that one.
Johnson, the pass to Joseph. Third quarter of basketball here and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Outside Lowry. There's the triple. And again, Toronto with the triple.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
Yeah, they're making the right play. They're working together, and they're just looking for the best shot they can every possession.
Walker dishes to Stevenson. To end the run. Misses off the right iron.
Now, he thought he could knock that one down, but the defense was really all over him.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Valanciunas gets to DeRozan. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Stevenson against Johnson. It's DeRozan with the drive. And again, it's Toronto converting.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for James DeRozan. And it's Williams in for Kyle Lowry. And then for Charlotte, Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Michael Kidd Gilchrist. Gary Neal comes in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. With the break in the action, let's see who are the league's best shooting teams during the regular season. The Raptors in second.
You know, this team had excellent numbers during the regular season, and I would not be surprised to see them heating up here in the postseason as well. They had a nice rhythm going as the regular season came to a close.
Vasquez kicks to Johnson. To the middle, here's Joseph. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Williams. Roberts passes to Williams. And Neal kicks to Anderson. Jefferson, a screen on Ross. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. Shot's good by Neal.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Raptors leading by 7. Williams dishes to Joseph. The feed to Johnson. Ross kicks to Williams. Pass to Vasquez. Ross on the wing. From 11 feet away. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Ross has got 5 points so far.
Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip.
He had a nice open look right there. Neal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Williams gets a screen from Joseph. Williams passes to Ross. Kicks to Vasquez. Joseph with the ball. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. Shots continue to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up points. Toronto ahead. They're up by 8. And we welcome you back to our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Well, this had to be the choice. It was an absolutely sensational feat, putting him way up there.
These are just phenomenal.
No question.
Toronto leading by 8. Joseph, he's in at power forward. Vasquez out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Amir Johnson, and it's DeRozan in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. Another shot. Neal pulls it in. Hornets trail by 8. He feeds it to Roberts. Outside Jefferson. The pass to Neal. No luck. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Joseph. Johnson dishes to Ross. Vasquez kicks to Joseph. Johnson sends the screen for Joseph. Into Johnson. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Here's Roberts. He's guarded by Ross. To the wing on the left. And Neal kicks to Anderson. Passes it to Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. Jefferson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Hornets.
Smart. Use that big height advantage. Get the shot off.
Well, it's hard to put a big man on him, Steve, that far from the hoop. I mean, he's versatile.
Now here's Vasquez. He's tightly guarded. He kicks it to Ross. Now here's Joseph. He's covered by Kid Gilchrist. And again, Toronto no up. Hornets trail by 6. Here's Roberts. Pass to Neal. Roberts dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Feeds it to Neal. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now it's just a 4-point Raptor lead. The Raptors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Vasquez. Tight defense on him. And the shot is good.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Here's Roberts. Soft touch off the glass. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Vasquez passes to Joseph. This is to Ross. And there's the feed to Johnson. Outside DeRozan. Left side, DeRozan. Johnson. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, you hate to see a guy suffer through a game like this, but his team is winning.
Hornets trail by 6. Some changes for Toronto. Jonas Valanciunas. Johnson comes in for Ross. And it's Lowry in for Vasquez. The Hornets also changing it up. Marvin Williams is checked in for Henderson. And Stevenson comes in for Gary Neal. And Walker subbed in for Brian Roberts. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Tries from 10. Stevenson can't hit.
Another strong rebound, just like we've gotten used to seeing from them today.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more of those and this lead will be double digits.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And again, it's Toronto converting.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Jefferson, a screen on Lowry. Jefferson kicks to Walker. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Jefferson. Baseline jumper. And the Hornets miss again.
Good, tough defense there. Getting a hand up, forcing that miss.
Well, he's got the reputation of being a tough defender, and there was an example right there for him.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Toronto working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And another basket for Toronto.
And so, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Fans starting to head for the exits. Obviously a huge win here in Game 2 for Toronto.
2 great rebounding teams, Clark.
Yeah, and these guys just worked a little bit harder tonight. That was the edge that was needed.
The dish to Joseph. DeRozan passes to Joseph. Lowry kicks to Johnson. Here's Valanciunas, and he gets the bucket. And it's a 12-point Raptor lead.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
It's been a rough shooting night for him, but I don't mind that shot. He had a good look at it.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Valanciunas. Can't hit. Good D by Stevenson. Walker goes in. Again, the miss by Walker. Now Lowry. Pass to Joseph. Back to DeRozan. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They
Yo, I go by the name of Pharrell from the Neptunes, and I just want to let y'all know
I'm your pusher.
The world is about to feel something that they never felt before. Come on.
From ghetto to ghetto, the backyard to yard. I sell it whip on whip and soft to hard. I'm the neighborhood pusher. Call me subwoofer, cause I pump bass like that, Jack. On or off the track, I'm heavy, cuz ball to your fathers, you can duck to the Fetty Gov. Sorry, my love, but I'm seeing through these eyes. Benz convoys with the wagon on the side. Only big boys keep deuces on the ride. Gucci Chuck Taylor with the dragon on the side. Man, I make a buck, why scram? I'm trying to show y'all who the f I am. The Jews is flirting me, and if I'm hurting, legend in 2 games like I'm Pee Wee Kirkland. Platinum on the block with consistent hits, while Pharrell keep talking this music.
Center is filled to capacity. Look at the Raptors. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. Here's the starting group for the Charlotte Hornets. MKG and Marvin Williams holding down the forward spots. Walker runs the point with Stevenson flanking him. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Fires the 3, and he gets it to go. DeRozan's got the opening basket of the game for the Raptors.
You know, he'll make you scratch your head and throw your hands up as a defender. I mean, you just don't know how to play it.
Walker against Lowry. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV's still developing his skill set, but there just aren't that many people in the world of his size. And you factor in his motor, he can really impact the game. Guys will see how they try to deal with him.
And thank you for that, Doris. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. DeRozan against Stevenson. In the corner, it's Kid Gilchrist. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Takes a 3. Williams trying to break free. And it's Walker that time on the assist from Kid Gilchrist.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
And it's the Raptors' ball. They won in their last outing, Saturday's game.
Yeah, and in the end, it wasn't even close. I mean, they had points coming from all over the floor.
Boy, they were locked in and ready to roll, and offensively, they just had a rhythm that was impressive.
And it's DeRozan missing. Raptors on defense. Stevenson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. Williams passes to Stevenson. Pocket 6. Here's Jefferson on the mark with the 15-footer. Jefferson's got his first points in this one.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Joseph dishes to DeRozan. Down low. And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. Good D by Stevenson. Toronto on defense. The pass to Walker. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, kicks it to Jefferson. Tries from 16, and Johnson sends it back. And now here's Johnson, a fast break chance. And he converts the layup. Charlotte trailing. Stevenson outside. Outside, Walker. Stevenson drives in. Kid Gilchrist the pass to Stevenson. Clock at 4. There's Walker with the 3. Shot no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Johnson against Jefferson. Back to Lowry. Here's DeRozan. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan. Hornets trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
On the wing, Stevenson. Back to Walker. Charlotte moving it around. Charlotte no good that time either.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
And the shot is good. That's 10 points for DeMar DeRozan.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
A new group in now for the Raptors. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for James Johnson. DeMar DeRozan. And it's Williams in for Kyle Lowry. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biyombo is checked in for Jefferson. Henderson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Gary Neal's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Walker. Toronto leading by 7. Joseph dishes to Williams. Another shot. And there's the nice layup by Johnson.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
And Roberts kicks to Biyombo. They set the pick. And here's Neal outside. Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's 57 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ross. Again, Toronto.
These teams don't look like they belong on the same court today.
It's pretty ridiculous to have a double-digit lead this early.
And Neal kicks to Roberts. Pass to Neal. Dishes to Henderson. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. Here's Toronto. They're on a 16-5 run here. Good.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
30 seconds left in the first. Hornets trail by 13. And Roberts kicks to Neal. Feeds it to Roberts. The dish to Henderson. Cans the shot with nobody near him. "15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Vasquez passes to Joseph. He feeds it to Ross. 1 second left. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2. The Raptors shooting their first free throws of the night.
Shooting for Toronto, Terrence Ross. At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Raptors lead by 12. We'll be back shortly live in downtown Toronto. And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this Game 3. And for the Raptors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
How about the shooting so far? It's been a clinic out there. They are lighting it up and really creating open looks for each other.
Well, Steve, there hasn't been much resistance when they've been on the offensive end, so they've taken advantage of it.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter, we've got Brian Roberts, Henderson out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Gary Neal, and it's Jefferson in at the 5 down low. Here's Joseph after Al Jefferson's score. Joseph dishes to Ross. Passes it to Johnson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Hornets trail by 10. Here's Henderson. Again, the Hornets score.
Well, they've really started to come on here in the second.
Playing much better here, guys, and it looks like they're starting to make up some ground. We'll see if that can continue.
Now here's Ross. Here's DeRozan. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Screen by Jefferson. Out to the right wing. And Neal kicks to Roberts. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Hornets looks really strong. He ended with 7 points and hit the glass as well, coming away with 9 rebounds. A game like this just illustrates the success this team has enjoyed this season. What a special year, guys.
Doris, thank you. Well, guys, you know, he made play after play in that game.
Well, as he often does, Kevin, and we'll see. Maybe he'll explode again tonight because the momentum that he took away from that game, he's got to be feeling confident.
Well, I don't know if it'll carry over, but clearly the fact that you have a high-level performance in your recent has to do you some good. And like you said, Steve, we'll find out tonight whether it continues.
The Raptors making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Stevenson. Joseph with the rebound.
Yeah, trying to put a little mustard on the hot dog there. That was just convert the shot. Come on.
DeRozan with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. And Valanciunas kicks to DeRozan. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Raptors lead by 15. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Walker the pass to Stevenson. Walker goes in. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by Lowry. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, that was impressive, Clark. He did not hesitate to take the ball right up against the bigger defender.
Boy, I like that aggressive mindset there, Steve.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Here's Walker. Here's Biyombo. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Toronto.
Good ball movement.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
Hey guys, listen up. We're right where we want to be, but we still got to stay focused. So let's go over some things.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. A fantastic season so far.
Well, he created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
Well, we've got a moment left up the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Money, and it's Johnson in at the small forward position. DeRozan dishes to Joseph. 5 to shoot. Tries to save it. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Nice D from DeRozan.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Well, they've done a lot of things right, but I agree with you, Clark. The rebounding is right there at the top of the list.
Joseph with the ball. Back to Johnson. Taken away by Williams. Lowry against Stevenson. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Jefferson. Cannot hit. Some solid defense there from Joseph. Elbow shot, but he stays with it. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Lowry, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's going to go on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw drops for Kyle Lowry.
At the line for 2.
And so Lowry nails both of them. First minute and a half of basketball here in the 3rd quarter. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And the basket by Stevenson.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Raptors leading by 21. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists now in this one.
The defense has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Boy, I'd like to know how many of their attempts have come from inside 5 feet. It seems like everything is right at the rim.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
And Joseph kicks to Lowry. They set the pick. Shot clock at 6. Joseph, the pass to Valanciunas. And the layup falls. Valanciunas has got 4 this quarter. The Hornets have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. And Kidd-Gilchrist kicks to Walker. Williams inside. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. Number 1, the Raptors. 5th on the list, the Hornets.
You know what? We were lucky to see both of these teams do their thing on defense during the regular season. I mean, you talk about blocks, steals, outstanding rebounding. They were able to keep their opponents from scoring fairly consistently.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin. Dwayne Casey was just going over the plan with his team. He thinks the use of ball screens and formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. He also wants them to concentrate on working as a team at the offensive end. Passing, patience, and teamwork. Those were the messages. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris. 6 to shoot. Stevenson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Charlotte again missing.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. Lowry dishes to Joseph. Outside to Rosen. Shoots from the elbow, and another basket for Toronto.
Played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Walker goes in. Good on the shot.
No, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest seemed easy.
Some changes for Toronto. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Terrence Ross comes in for Johnson. And it's Vasquez in for DeMar DeRozan. And then for Charlotte, Biyombo is checked in for Jefferson. Henderson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Gary Neal subbed in for Lance Stevenson. Johnson the screen. Joseph the pass to Johnson. Lowry has the open look. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. And 12 points for Kyle Lowry. Hornets have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And Walker kicks to Anderson. The feed to Williams. Left side Williams. From deep, Walker. Another shot. Williams can't get it to go.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
Here's Joseph. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And no question, he got bumped on that shot.
Definitely no room for discussion on that one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Toronto.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Lou Williams is checked in for the Raptors. Brian Roberts is checked in for Charlotte. And that one's good by Henderson.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Raptors have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Williams dishes to Joseph. Back to Williams. Nice touch on the bank shot. Williams has got his first 2 points of the night.
Solid work right there. And again, the field goal percentages. Look at the discrepancy between these two teams in the second half.
Well, you're right. We've got one team moving crisply to get good shots and the other team just a bit stagnant.
Roberts passes to Neal. Lets it fly. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Joseph's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Ross, that's good. Ross has got 5 now.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
And Roberts kicks to Anderson. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. For 3, Ross. No good on the buzzer beater. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. The Raptors out in front as they wrap up the 3rd quarter on a 15-6 run. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. And a moment now as we take
Substitution.
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. On the court for Charlotte. Henderson out there with Lance Stevenson. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Kemba Walker. And it's Neal in at the 2. Now Fields. He dishes it to Williams. Toronto working the ball around now. And again, Toronto no luck.
Boy, but he was close, Kevin, to making the defense pay for lackadaisical coverage there.
Yeah, he had a really good look. I mean, he'll knock that down more often than not.
And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. Charlotte also making some changes. Al Jefferson's checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Marvin Williams. Charlotte's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. There was one thing he stressed above everything else, and that was getting the ball into the low post. That is where their points can and should be coming from in his mind. Also, he said that he'd like them to operate quickly on offense, finding and taking shots early in the shot clock. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Joseph with the ball. Jefferson is right there. Fades. Joseph, that's good. Here's Henderson. Pass to Williams. It's stolen by DeRozan. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Well, got to be able to get some hang time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. It's Jefferson with the drive. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. And that's now 8 points for Al Jefferson. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Now here is Lowry. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, Lowry is playing well. He has 12 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
At the line for your Raptors, Kyle Lowry. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. Charlotte also making some changes. Biyombo is checked in for Jefferson. Vonleh comes in for Williams. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kid Gilchrist.
And much more aggressive play has led to more free throw attempts for them here in the second half.
You know, that's how you do it, Steve. I mean, defender pressing up on you, you press right back, get into him.
And it's Walker penetrating, and that one's good.
Number 1.
Here's Lowry. 1:58 left in the fourth quarter. He kicks it to Joseph. Back to Lowry. Lowry gets a screen from Joseph. And the pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, that puts the nail in the coffin.
A clinic in terms of how to play with the lead right there.
And Roberts kicks to Walker. Pass to Roberts. And here's Henderson. A good finish at the rack off the slick feeds.
And so game 3 will go in the record books. Lots of energy out there tonight and an important win for the Raptors.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, Clark, it seemed toying with them.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin, quite honestly. They were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
For Charlotte, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. And Roberts kicks to Henderson. Dishes it to Roberts. Feeds to Henderson. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Joseph dishes to Patterson. Now here's Joseph. Henderson defending. Lets it fly from 18. Shot by Joseph, no good.
And a missed opportunity right there.
Definitely, I think he should have converted that one.
Ball's knocked loose. Walker the pass to Vonleh. No good. Excellent D from Joseph. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Patterson, the screen. From deep three-point range, can't get it to go. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
That'll do it for now. For Doris Burke, Steve Curry, Clark Kellogg, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew,
Turn everything up. All levels. All levels.
There's a buzz in the air here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Taking a look at Charlotte. And so off the tip, it's Toronto. All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan go to the backcourt. Money out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Johnson in at the 3 slot.
Obvious foul.
Yeah, he took a hit right there and earned those free throws.
Valanciunas hits them both. And here's Charlotte. They want to put some distance between them and the loss on Monday.
They had major problems at the charity stripe in that game. It was interesting. They just could not make free throws.
Yeah, and that's frustrating to watch, especially on the road where your opportunities at the line tend to be a little more sparse than when you're at home. Boy, you've got to cash in on them.
Here's Lowry after Al Jefferson scored. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Outside for Lowry. Passes it to Joseph. Johnson with a screen on Williams. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Lowry. The shot is off. And Charlotte will come the other way. Walker the pass to Kid Gilchrist. And that one is hammered home.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Kicks it out to Johnson. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Williams. Johnson sends the screen for Joseph. Back to Johnson. Here's DeRozan. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
And Walker kicks to Stevenson. The pass to Jefferson. The hook. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
Now go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Steve Clifford.
And he said a big factor in this game will be how well they're able to handle Kyle Lowry. He admitted being a fan of his game, saying he's a tough athletic guard who really competes. Defense, rebounding, attack the paint, he'll take it to you. Ready to match his motor and his aggressiveness. Kevin, are they up to it?
And thanks for that story, Doris. Lowry against Walker. Kicks it to Stevenson. Kid Gilchrist sends the pick for Stevenson. Looking for Jefferson. He gets it there. Takes the 13-footer. Jefferson missing again.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
Johnson kicks to Joseph. Johnson sets the screen for Joseph. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Can they get it? Good! Jefferson's got his second basket of the night.
Tough assignment for that defender with the size mismatch we're seeing.
Yeah, I just don't think he's big enough to handle it.
Shoots off the screen. It's rebounded by Jefferson.
Couldn't convert, but nice little two-man game there.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
And Walker kicks to Williams. Stevenson drives in. Walker against DeRozan. Three from Stevenson. The shot will not go. Raptors leading by 3. Johnson dishes to Joseph. The step back jumper is good. Joseph's got 6. Here's Walker looking for his first basket still in this one. Stevenson outside. Outside Williams. He kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Lowry against Walker. A baseline J gets the front of the rim and out. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Biombo, he's checked in for Jefferson. Henderson comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Checked in for Lance Stevenson. And Brian Roberts subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Ross comes in for Johnson. Vasquez, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Lewis Williams subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Williams gets a screen from Joseph. Williams attacking. That pushes it to double digits.
Well, they've yet to string many stops together.
Just seems like they've been a step slow here.
Hornets trail by 10. And Roberts kicks to Biyombo. Neal passes to Biyombo. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Henderson dishes to Neal. 6 on the shot clock. Drills it from outside. Neal's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Joseph sets a screen for Williams. Over to the wing. Joseph with the ball. Biyombo on him. Joseph, that's good.
Perfect 4 for 4 for him to start this game out.
Boy, he looks fresh and confident out there right now.
And Neal kicks to Williams. 35 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And there's the feed to Neal. They get the rebound. So the wing on the left. Roberts passes to Henderson. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. And Neal kicks to Roberts. And the 3 off target. Here's Joseph. 8 points for him. It's Williams with the drive. Here's Johnson. And so the first quarter is in the books. Toronto ahead, up by 9. And we'll get things started in the second. First. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Solid first quarter for this club. They came out strong and they put together some nice momentum here.
Steve, I like the looks they've gotten on offense. A lot of good ones.
We've got Henderson. Jefferson is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Brian Roberts. And it's Neal in at the shooting guard position. So that's the Hornets 5.
And they have to mix it up defensively. That was just too easy.
Toronto leading by 7. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Hornets looked really strong. He ended with 7 points and was his usual self on the glass, grabbing just about any missed shot that came off the rim. You can credit his performance as a big part of their Game 3 win. Let's see what happens in Game 4, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks. That really was a spectacular game for him, even by his standards.
Well, those are pretty high standards ordinarily. We'll see how much it carries over. It's not a performance that will be easy to repeat.
But you like to have that in your arsenal and on your resume so you can call on it the next time you get out on the court. So I think it'll serve him better than it won't.
A nice shot by Roberts.
Well, you can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Lance Stevenson. Brian Roberts. Then for the Raptors, DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Williams. Lowry kicks to Vasquez. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. It's DeRozan with the drive. Jefferson with the rebound.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
And Walker kicks to Biyombo. Deflects the pass. Gets stolen by Lowry. Lays it in off the breakaway. And the Raptors lead by 8.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Henderson with a screen on Lowry. Walker goes in. He dishes it to Jefferson. And he gets it to go. Jefferson's got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Yeah, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They're piling up the assist.
And it's Johnson with the jam. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
He hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Joseph, and another basket for Toronto. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. And then for Toronto, Valanciunas, he's checked in for Johnson. Patterson comes in for Joseph. And James Johnson is subbed in for Vasquez. Outside, Kidd-Gilchrist. He feeds it to Walker. Shot clock at 5. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
You got to like the consistency they're showing with that mid-range shot.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight.
Both teams making some changes here. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Raptors lead by 5. And
all right, we got a few things to cover before the second half. This isn't a game I'm going to let...
And welcome back to the NBA playoffs as we get ready to continue with this round 1 matchup.
Terrific game for Joseph. He got picked up 1 dime. You talk about being on, he's been it. Not even 1 missed shot so far.
Yeah, this is superhuman stuff we're seeing right now.
Hornets trail by 5. And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan, there's the backcourt. Money out there with Johnson. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5 down low. DeRozan against Walker. Dishes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Pass to Stevenson. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. Stevenson's got the first field goal of the second half for Charlotte.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Kicks it out to Johnson. Kidd-Gilchrist with the steal. Now the dish to Jefferson. Outside, Walker. On the wing, Stevenson. Good. Stevenson's got 6.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break gave him a second win. He looks fresh.
Pass to Valanciunas. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. We've got a chance now to show you the hottest shooting teams over the course of the regular season. The Raptors in second.
You know, this team had excellent numbers during the regular season, and I would not be surprised to see them heating up here in the postseason as well. They had a nice rhythm going as the regular season came to a close.
Hornets trail by 3. Outside, Walker. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Here's Jefferson. That one wide left. Toronto's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Joseph dishes to Johnson. Johnson off the pick from Joseph. Johnson, the pass to Joseph. Outside DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. Drilled from 11 feet out. DeRozan's got 8 points.
Beautiful possession. They found the open man.
Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And Stevenson kicks to Williams. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And it's Stevenson again missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
You know, guys, most coaches prefer you drive the lane in transition, but this time the floor opened up for him out on the three-point line.
Walker against Lowry. Stevenson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte again missing. Toronto leading by 8. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Now here's Joseph, defended by Jefferson. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Boy, you can feel the confidence growing right now for this club at the offensive end.
Really an ideal time to have one of these runs after halftime, but before crunch time. They're setting themselves up for a great fourth quarter.
Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. And then for Toronto, Johnson comes in for Valanciunas, and it's Vasquez in for Davis. Raptors on defense. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Stevenson drives in. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Stevenson's got 8 points.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Wide open. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
Oh, this is getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this run going much longer.
I tell you what, Steve, it's already lasted longer than I thought possible.
And Walker kicks to Henderson. Fader on the way. Rebound by the Raptors.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
Boy, that pass was in the air a long time.
Long enough for him to get a finger on it anyway and send it out of bounds.
Gary Neal's checked in for the Hornets. Ryan Roberts comes in for Walker. Then for the Raptors, Ross is checked in for DeRozan. And it's Williams in for Kyle Lowry. Outside Williams from deep. Neal pulls it in.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Feeds it to Roberts. Screen by Jefferson. Roberts dishes to Jefferson. 4 on the shot clock. Passes to Henderson. Lets it go from deep. Good. Henderson's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Hornets.
A wide-open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Vasquez gets a screen from Joseph. Vasquez kicks to Joseph. Now the pass to Vasquez. The feed now to Johnson. That's good. Johnson's got his second best.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Williams kicks to Johnson. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And it's an 11-point Toronto lead.
Looked like they found the soft spot in the defense there.
Williams with the steal. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. All going up court. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Roberts passes to Henderson. Kicks it to Roberts. To the left wing. Neal dishes to Roberts. Clock at 6. Williams sets a screen for Henderson. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Henderson's got 5 points so far. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome.
The deciding game of round 1 in the East.
And we're back to the action here in this round 1 matchup. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you. This that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the beauty of the game right here.
Stolen by Walker. Kemba Walker is out there with Gary Neal. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then it's Henderson. And it's Jefferson in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for Toronto?
And they continue to run and gun throughout the game, guys.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Johnson, he's checked in for Ross.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. It's stolen by Jefferson. Here's Walker. Over to the left wing. 18 feet out. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
DeRozan passes to Joseph. He kicks it to Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. And the Raptors lead by 11.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
And Neal kicks to Walker. He dishes it to Henderson. Baseline J on the way. No good. Great D that time from Johnson. Raptors leading by 11. And Joseph kicks to Lowry. Johnson outside. Back to Lowry. Toronto working the ball around now. Goes up the baseline. And another basket for Toronto.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Dishes to Neal. Outside, Walker. Jefferson, a screen on Lowry. There's Neal with the 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Joseph's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside Lowry. He feeds it to DeRozan. Jefferson against Lowry. The Raptors need to get a shot at it. Valanciunas, good.
And yeah, they're moving the ball now. 8 of their last 10 points coming off assisted buckets.
Steve, nothing makes a coach smile as much as pure, selfless teamwork.
Walker against Lowry. And Walker kicks to Jefferson. Shoots from the baseline. And that one hits back iron.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
Johnson outside. Pass to Lowry. It's rebounded by Kidd-Gilchrist. Kidd-Gilchrist has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Walker dishes to Neal. Pass to Jefferson. They need this one. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Some changes for Charlotte. Williams comes in. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for Gary Neal. Toronto leading by 13. Lowry drives in. Cans the 12-footer.
Well, there you go. you're going to continue to give up open jump shots, you're not going to get back into this game.
And Walker kicks to Jefferson. And that one's good.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. It's been a nice game for Jefferson. He's got 10 points and a steal. The motor on this guy is amazing. Completely revved up. He's been everywhere today.
He sure has, Clark. Both ends of the floor. I mean, his offense has been great, but defensively he's brought huge energy, too.
And Joseph kicks to Johnson. Now Joseph. Johnson sets the screen for Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Williams with the steal. Stevenson drives in. Walker with a clean look. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Raptors leading by 12. Johnson kicks to Lowry. The dish to Joseph. Johnson sets the screen for Joseph. Feeds to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Passes to Joseph. Shot from the wing. No good off the front iron.
You know, they haven't had the best day inside, but they got one when it mattered most.
Walker the pass to Jefferson. Lets it go from 11, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Jefferson no good on the free throw. The Raptors have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Outside Lowry. Stolen by Stevenson. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Here's Kid Gilchrist. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
.102 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Joseph. Defense right on him. Joseph sets a screen for Lowry. Now, here's Joseph. He's guarded by Williams. Lowry for 3. Kicks it out to Johnson. There's the pass to Lowry. Johnson outside. Johnson off the pick from Joseph. Back to Lowry. Front past the arc. Looking to end the drought, and it's laid up and in on a nice move. That time from Joseph.
Well, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
So a whole new group on the floor now for Charlotte. Roberts dishes to Vonleh. Out to Taylor. Tries again. And right on target with the switch. Here's Vasquez. And so it's Toronto winning this one. They came, they saw, they conquered.
Hey, Kevin, to me, any win
remove faking. Got to get the loot so I can bring home the bacon. Brothers front, they say the drop can't flow, but we've been known to do the impossible like Broadway Joe. So sleep if you want, like who will help you get your Z's true. But here's the real scoop. I'm all that and then some. Short, dark, and handsome. To show you where I come from, I'm vexed, fuming. I've had it up to here. My days of paying dues are over. Acknowledge me is in there. Yeah. Watch me wreck it from the jump street, meaning from the get-go. Sit back, relax, and let yourself go. Don't sweat what you heard, but act like you know.
Yes, yes, y'all.
Yes, y'all.
Who got the vibe? It's the tribe, y'all.
Tribe, y'all.
Live, y'all.
Live, y'all.
Inside, outside, come around.
Who's that?
Brown. Some may I say, call me Charlie. Lay back on the payback, evolve, rotate the gates.
Contact.
With a brother named Tip, and we're ready to flip. East Coast stomping, ripping and romping. New York, North Carolina.
You look at the Hornets. So off the tip, it's Toronto. Here are the 5 for the Raptors. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with money. And it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. Now here's Johnson. And Joseph kicks to Johnson. Williams with the steal. Walker against DeRozan. Jefferson, a screen on DeRozan. DeRozan against Walker. Clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Johnson. And the Raptors with possession. They come into this game following a tremendous win on Wednesday.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning. Unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were eating it up.
And so it's the Raptors getting on the board first. Walker the pass to Williams. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Now Lowry. Joseph sets a screen for Lowry. From 13 feet, it goes down. Lowry's got his first points of the night.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Stevenson with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Stevenson dishes to Jefferson. Hit his leg. And they're saying he kicked the ball. Full 24-second shot clock. Here's Walker. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. He kicks to Stevenson. Here's Jefferson. Lets it go from deep. And Stevenson is good for 3. Stevenson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Lowry kicks to DeRozan. Johnson, the pass to Joseph. Back to Johnson. Raptors moving the ball around. And Lowry gets it to go.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the 3 as well as they can take the 3.
Walker against Lowry. Walker dishes to Jefferson. 17-foot shot on the way. And that one's good.
He's definitely got that shot in his arsenal.
The Raptors have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. DeRozan in the corner. Pass to Joseph. The feed now to Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Stevenson outside. Pass to Jefferson. The baseline J. Can't get it to go. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And DeRozan kicks to Joseph. DeRozan passes to Lowry. On the wing, Johnson. Outside DeRozan. Outside DeRozan. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist.
This is why you need size inside. The ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
Now here's Walker. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Johnson dishes to Joseph. Johnson outside. Feeds it to Joseph. And the pass to Lowry. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan. Charlotte has gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Stevenson kicks to Williams to the right side. And a wide open look for Walker. Charlotte again missing. Here's Toronto. And here's Joseph. He dishes it to DeRozan. He feeds it to Johnson. The drive by Lowry. And he over.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Walker the pass to Stevenson. Walker dishes to Jefferson. Missed inside.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
And Joseph kicks to Johnson. And he banks in the layup.
That's right where they wanted to go with the ball on that possession.
29 seconds left to play in the first. Walker with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Stevenson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. Again, the miss by Walker. Here's DeRozan. Oh! How did that go?
Unbelievable.
And that does it for the first quarter. The Raptors out in front, up 5. 2K Sports, back in a moment. And we're back here at game action about to get underway. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, he's checked in for Marvin Williams. Joseph, he's checked in for the Raptors. Hornets trail by. Gary Neal is out there with Brian Roberts. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Biyombo at the 4. So that's the group out there for Charlotte. Count that one.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Toronto's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Hornets was superb. He picked up 18 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. He couldn't have shot the ball much better as he came very close to having a flawless shooting performance when it was all said and done. A pretty good night, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance, Clark. He was at his absolute best in this game.
Yeah, and the only thing about having a game like that, Kevin, is that it's almost impossible to duplicate it here tonight.
Well, nobody's expecting that, Clark, and they don't need him to do that. If he's even half as good as he was that night, it should be enough.
Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And Johnson drops them both. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. And Neal kicks to Jefferson. Screen by Jefferson. Ross against Henderson. The dish to Neal. Three-pointer. And he gets it to go. Neal's got 7 points.
He's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
The Raptors have gone just 33% for the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Vasquez kicks to Johnson. Vasquez up top. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Joseph with the ball. Jefferson is right there. 4 on the shot clock. Here's the step back. No what? Charlotte's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Roberts. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Raptors with the lead. We've got 1:28 left in the first half. And Joseph slams it home. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And Roberts kicks to Neal. No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it. Vasquez passes to Joseph. Here's Vasquez. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Now here's Joseph. Henderson defending, and he gets it to go. And now a 5-point Raptor lead.
Well, he gets the fadeaway to go. I'd still rather see him go straight up with it.
Screen by Jefferson. Here's Roberts, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
Here's Johnson. The Hornets pull it in. Jefferson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Roberts kicks to Jefferson. Passes it to Roberts. To the left side wing. There's Neal with the 3. And it's the Hornets another 3. 11 seconds left in the second quarter. Vasquez kicks to Williams. With 1 on the clock. Got it to go with no time left on the clock.
You talk about stepping up at a big moment. That is some fortitude.
And we're through 2.
Okay, guys, everybody pay close attention to what I've got to say, because I want to see us close out this series.
For our coverage of round 1 in the NBA playoffs.
You look at what Neal has done so far. He's got 10 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Lowry and DeRozan, they're at the backcourt. Johnson is out there with money, and it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Raptors, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. And it's Lowry penetrating. A wide open look here for DeRozan. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Walker dishes to Stevenson. Six to shoot. Kicks it to Jefferson. Joseph with the rebound. Joseph's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Outside DeRozan. Outside Lowry. And Jefferson sends it back. They recover it. He goes up again. The offensive rebound. Johnson, the pass to Joseph. Lowry gets a screen from Joseph. And Lowry gets it to go.
Well, that's one way to get your second half started on the right foot. An easy layup against some soft defense.
Jefferson setting the pick for Walker. Right block shot, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Hornets have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
It's been an outstanding game for Jefferson tonight. 9 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
He showed off how intelligent he is defensively. He understands where the ball is, where players are, what's happening in front of him.
That is good. And it's 6 points for Joseph. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Lowry against Walker. Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Dishes it to Stevenson. He kicks it to Walker. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And it's Stevenson missing. Toronto leading by 4. Lowry kicks to Joseph. DeRozan on the wing. Pass to Joseph. Outside Lowry. Almost, but it rolls out. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. DeRozan against Walker. Stevenson right side. The feed now to Jefferson. Right side Jefferson. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Rambo, who's checked in for the Hornets. So it's Toronto now. A 2-point game. Lowry gets a screen from Joseph. Johnson kicks to DeRozan. Walker against Lowry. Johnson outside. Toronto needs to get off a shot. And again, no good by Toronto. Hornets have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Walker kicks to Williams. Williams a screen on DeRozan. Stevenson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's got a nice touch on that shot normally, but good defense there clogging the lane.
Here's Joseph. Takes it off the glass. Joseph's got 8 points. Hornets trail by 4. Stevenson setting the pick for Walker. Pass to Stevenson. Baseline J on the way. Stevenson missing again.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there. Great effort.
And Joseph kicks to Lowry. Goes up with the stripe, and he hits the jump shot. Lowry's got the lead up to 6 now for Toronto.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Charlotte making some changes. Gerald Henderson, he's checked in for Biombo. Gary Neal comes in for Lance Stevenson. For Walker. Raptors also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Williams comes in for Johnson. And it's Vasquez in for Kyle Lowry. Henderson dishes to Kid Gilchrist from 15 feet away. With that shot, the Raptor lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Henderson. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Vasquez passes to Joseph. Feeds to Vasquez. He dishes it to Joseph. DeRozan a screen on Kid Gilchrist. And another hit. Shot made once more from Joseph. Joseph's got 10 points. The Hornets have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Williams. Let's go. Henderson dishes to Williams. DeRozan with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Joseph, the pass to Williams. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. And the shot is good. DeRozan's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Roberts dishes to Williams. The turnaround jumper. Williams has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Such a difficult shot to defend, that turnaround.
Vasquez kicks to Williams. 1 second left. And another basket for Toronto.
Deciding game of round 1 in the East. Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors take on Lance Stevenson and the Charlotte Hornets. Live next Tuesday night.
Welcome back as we get set to continue our coverage of this round 1 playoff matchup. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
This was such a pretty pass, Kevin. A beautiful assist, and of course it turned into the easy basket. Play there.
Raptors leading by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Ryan Roberts out there with Gary Neal. Then it's Henderson. Then it's Williams. And it's Jefferson in at the center position. Just 3 to shoot. Vasquez can't get it to go.
Kind of rare to see him come up empty on a wide open look.
Here's Roberts. The pass to Williams. Here's Neal. He's guarded by Williams. Shot's good by Neal.
A nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
Raptors shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Vasquez kicks to DeRozan. He feeds it to Vasquez. Williams gets a screen from Joseph. Williams passes to DeRozan. The kick out to Williams. Now Vasquez. DeRozan on the wing. There's the dish to Vasquez. And the foul on Al Jefferson. Lance Stevenson's checked in for Charlotte.
Great job shutting him down.
Johnson comes in for Williams. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Vasquez. Some changes here for the Hornets. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Jefferson. And Gary Neal subbed in for Williams. Lowry against Walker. Stevenson setting the pick for Walker. Passes to Stevenson. From 13. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Unfortunately, that's been the result for him over and over, guys. He just cannot find the bottom of the basket.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Jefferson comes in for Gary Neal. And Marvin Williams subbed in for Gerald Henderson. And the Raptors also making a change. Joseph, he's checked in for Johnson. Outside Lowry. Joseph with the ball. Now guarded by Stevenson. Johnson for 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got 3 assists in the game. Hornets trail by 9. Outside, Walker. Kicks to Jefferson. Stevenson outside. Dishes it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Jefferson with it. Valanciunas is there. Jefferson's shot is off.
Great look. Disappointing result.
You know, most times he knocks that one down.
And Joseph kicks to Love. Lowry gets a screen from Joseph. Out to DeRozan. Joseph sets a screen for DeRozan. Johnson wide open. He fires. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Well, guys, that's just about going to do it here for Game 5. Always pivotal, and now we head towards a critical Game 6. Huge win tonight for the Raptors.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, Steve, and in the end, but they had to weather a few storms along the way, Clark, and that's all part of the story.
That's right, Kevin. I mean, this is by no means a runaway that it might appear to have been. I mean, it was a scrappy performance all the way through.
And so Walker nails both of them. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And Joseph kicks to Lowry. Pass to Joseph. Shot clock at 6. Fade away. Good.
Well, this is going to seal the deal. They've really exploded here to the finish line.
You know, once they sniffed out that blood in the water, the killer instinct came right out.
And Stevenson kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Here's Jefferson, the turnaround jumper. Count it. 24 seconds left to play here in the fourth. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Here's Joseph. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Marvin Williams. That's his first personal foul. At the line, Joseph. Taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Joseph drops them both.
And that's exactly how you close the game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Here's Roberts. Excellent D there from Joseph.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And they do it. They'll move on to round 2. Someday. The next stage of the Eastern Conference playoff battle begins here. Game 1 of the conference semifinals. Both these teams have survived and moved one step closer to the title. With Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the 5 down low. And he gets the bucket. James has got the opening field goal of the game for the Cavs.
And that's a nice way for his team to get started.
Yeah, really nice start for his team to get out in front here.
On the wing, Johnson. The 17-footer. Off the left rim and out.
You know, that mid-range jump shot is not his strong suit, even when he gets a good look like that.
Love with the screen for Irving. The second effort. James, no good.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket, but not that time.
That's good.
Weak defensive coverage there, and I'm pretty sure they didn't plan on starting this game out like that, giving such easy access to the rim.
Here's Irving, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Irving kicks to Love. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Well, with only one attempt so far falling, this is not looking good. 1 for 4 so far.
Back to DeRozan, stolen by Waiters. And now it's Waiters running. He can go all the way.
Wow, what a throwdown. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Straight to the bucket with a nice head of steam.
Well, no reason to slow it down when there's nothing in the way.
Now here is Lowry. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Joseph with the ball, working on James. Online from 10 feet away. Bucket from Joseph.
And I'm not really sure that's the time for the fadeaway jumper, but he gets it to go.
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Irving attacking. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
No good from Valanciunas.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times. How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
He just could not contain himself.
And Toronto has possession. The Cavaliers making the shot. Lowry gets a screen from Joseph. Lowry with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And Lowry gets it to go. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. James, the pass to Irving. And James throws it down.
Now that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find a gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is so good at doing just that.
Maybe as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
Now here's Johnson. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Lowry. Sinks the three-pointer.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Irving kicks to Love. Looking for Waiters and gets it there. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. Waiters got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Raptors trail by 3. Lowry passes to Joseph. Joseph sets a screen for DeRozan. From the line, that one rolling around and rims out.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Raiders against DeRozan. For 3. It's rebounded by Kyle Lowry.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
And Joseph kicks to Lowry. Joseph dishes to DeRozan. 4 on the clock. And again, Toronto no up.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Irving passes to Waiters. He feeds it to LeBron. Here's Love, and the layup's good off the glass. Love's got his first bucket of the night.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
No, it's off the charts. It really is. And defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Now here's Johnson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Irving's got the ball. Love outside. The three. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now here's DeRozan. He dishes it to Johnson. Johnson off the pick from Joseph. The wide open look here for DeRozan. And again, Toronto no up.
In this quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
Irving dishes to James. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It's DeRozan with the drive. The 15-footer, good. DeRozan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 6. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come in. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And they're also showing some muscle here in the first half, finding a lot of points in the paint area.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Miller. Then it's Thompson. Then it's James Jones. And it's Marion in at the 4. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Hornets had a huge game. He ended with 14 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. You really can't have a better shooting performance than that. He ended the game perfect from the field.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, Clark, I thought was truly incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, he did the work of several players in that game. He really didn't need much support at all.
But they shouldn't count on that type of performance again tonight. But his teammates need to be prepared to carry a little bit more of the load.
Clark, this offense has really been clicking.
No doubt about it, giving the defense all kinds of trouble.
And they're playing with so much energy offensively. The ball is really moving.
Good ball movement.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here.
Well, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Miller. Williams kicks to Ross. Shot clock at 6. The shot goes down and gets his game back to even. Ross has got 4 points in the quarter.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Dellavedova kicks to Thompson. Raptors going out now with a whole new group. A different look now for Cleveland. Raptors have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Lowry passes to Joseph. 1:30 left to play in the first half. Love dishes to Irving. And the pass to James. Love with the screen on Lowry. 6 to shoot. LeBron drives in. Second chance shot. And it's laid up and in by Varejao. Varejão's got his first 2 points of the night.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
Lowry kicks to Johnson. Back to Lowry. The Raptors need to get a shot up. Johnson gets the bucket.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
LeBron passes to Irving. Feeds to Love. Kicks it out to James. Shoots the 3. Again, James missing.
Been a poor shooting performance for him today, but luckily for them, a lot of his teammates have come through.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Varejao dishes to Waiters. He's looking for Love and finds him. Goes back up, and the basket good. Love's got 7 points.
And I really like the set they ran there.
Lowry from outside, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Second quarter ends in a tight one.
Gentlemen, I'm over here with Tristan Thompson, and after that first half, Tristan, what's the plan going to be for this second half?
Hey guys, let's settle down for a minute. Talk about that first half.
Presentation of Game 1. Kevin Love with a strong contribution so far in this one.
How about the opening half of basketball? He played so much riding on this game, and he came out and took immediate control.
And that's part of what makes him special. In big games, he lays it all out there. He wants to be the one to win it or lose it for him.
Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with money, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. And Love throws it down. Well, now they're just going to town on it.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Now, here's Joseph. They set the screen. Goes up off the pick, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
That's basketball 101, guys. I mean, elementary. Use the screen to free yourself and then take it straight to the rack.
Yeah, very nice set play for him.
Well, that's using your head and using your body. And the defense looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Yeah, I like that. A foul to save the layup. Make him earn it at the line.
The Cavaliers have shot 1 of 3 from the line tonight, missing 2 earlier on. Both free throws good for Irving.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throw. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Lowry. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Irving kicks to Love. Cleveland moving the ball around. Lets it go. And Irving with the basket on the assist by James. 8 points for Kyrie Irving.
Nice kick out after the defense had collapsed on him.
Joseph sets a screen for Lowry. The feed to Joseph. Pass to Johnson. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Outside Lowry. To the middle. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Varejao. Amir Johnson's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. The Raptors shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. Free throw good, Joseph. Here's Irving. He's got 8. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Dwayne, he thinks there are opportunities for second chance points out there and implored them to go hard to the offensive glass for the remainder of this game. The other thing he discussed with them was that they should be forceful with the ball. He said if they see a gap in the defense, they should go straight to the bucket. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
All right, Doris. Kicks it out to James. Back to Verajao. Goes back up. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. Verajao's got his second basket of the night.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. Dishes it to Johnson. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. Drains it from 17 feet out. DeRozan's got 6.
Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
LeBron kicks to Verajao. There's the dish to Irving. Back to Verajao. Pass to Irving. Now Verajao inside. No good. Raptors trail by 4. Johnson dishes to Joseph. Johnson outside. Joseph, the pass to Lowry. DeRozan against Irving. Shot clock at 5. DeRozan can't get that one to fall. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. From about 19 feet, shots good by Waiters. He's got 8.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong.
Now, here's Joseph. 7 points in the game. Johnson off the pick from Joseph. Johnson attacking. And it's rebounded by Anderson Varejao. Verajao's got his 8th rebound here tonight. LeBron kicks to Varejao. Back to Love. Pass to Waiters. Lowry against James. Fires from 18. Good as the jump shot falls. LeBron's got the lead up to 8 now for Cleveland. The Raptors have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And Joseph kicks to Lowry. Outside DeRozan. Joseph sets a screen for DeRozan. He feeds it to Lowry. The 15-footer, that's good. And that's now 9 points for Joseph. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. James against Johnson. James kicks to Irving. He dishes it to Love. Pulls up on the elbow. Kept alive, and it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. And you look at Joseph, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks. And, of course, Kyrie Irving.
Well, these two guys are consistent producers. I mean, they've had excellent playoff runs so far. The crowds get louder, and on every shot, it's got to be hard to maintain your concentration, but these guys find a way to do it.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Joseph dishes to Ross. Off target from three-point range.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
Well, that's been the focus, Clark, as we've watched. I mean, they've created one chance after another inside.
Here is Ross, following the score by Cleveland. Here's Vasquez, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Vasquez has got his second bucket of the night.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Held it over, the pass to Thompson. We've got 28 seconds left in the third. Here's LeBron. Another miss by LeBron. The Raptors have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Ross kicks to Vasquez. The pass to Joseph. Feeds it to Williams. Lets it go with the 3. Here's Johnson. Here's Vasquez. Can't get it to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Cavaliers ahead. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference Semis. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new.
Cavaliers leading on the court for Cleveland. They've got Tristan Thompson. LeBron James is out there with Marion. Then it's Miller, and it's Dellavedova in at the 1 spot. Marion kicks to Miller. Thompson dishes to Miller. Clock at 6. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Miller's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the Cavs. Vasquez gets a screen from Joseph. Ross passes to Vasquez. Williams kicks to Vasquez. Back to Williams. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut to just 5 on the basket from Vasquez.
The defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. It's Marion with the drive. No luck. After shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Vasquez dishes to Valanciunas. And Joseph kicks to Ross. And there's the feed to Vasquez. Pass to Williams. That one off the back iron and out. Kicks it out to Vasquez. Back to Williams. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Ross passes to Joseph, and there's the call on James. And some changes here for the Raptors. James Johnson's checked in for Terrence Ross. DeRozan comes in for Williams. And it's Lowry in for Vasquez. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Love comes in for LeBron. Dion Waiters checked in for Mike Miller. And it's Kyrie Irving in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
Kicks it to Waiters. Dishes to Love. Back to Waiters. Outside Irving. Pulls up. And good. He nails it. And the Cavaliers lead by 5.
And now both of these clubs really in a groove here.
Already a high-scoring game, but it has become an offensive showcase down the stretch.
Pass to DeRozan. Irving against Lowry. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. Here's Joseph. Great D that time from Love. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Marion dishes to Irving. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound in this one. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. A shot by Lowry. Wide open. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Love right side. He kicks to Irving, the 17-footer. That's in there. Love with the assist. That's 12 points for Kyrie Irving.
He's created some good opportunities for himself and made the most of them.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Lowry passes to Joseph. Back to Lowry. Three-pointer, and that is good.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
LeBron's checked in for Sean Marion.
The break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He's happy with how they've been playing, saying, hey, they had their chance, but this is our time. We're going to win this game and take the series lead for good. He got them pretty fired up as they left the huddle, Kevin.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Lowry kicks to Joseph. Back to Lowry. This one for three. And again, Toronto with the triple.
That's not the way for a team to get back into a game, like giving up easy shots like that. It has to start at the defensive end.
James against Johnson. Waiters gets a wide open look. Toronto grabs the miss.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
Lowry dishes to Joseph. Johnson with a screen on LeBron. Lowry with the ball. He's picked up by Irving. Shot clock at 6. Back to Lowry. It's Lowry again missing. The Cavaliers leading by 3. LeBron kicks to Irving. And he gets it to go.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
Outside Lowry. Joseph, the pass to Lowry. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Tell you what, he's enjoyed a very good day shooting the ball so far. He can bring them right back into this.
The drive by LeBron. Buries it!
He does not mess around when he gets close to the hoop, and how big are those points?
Clark, a big-time possession here.
Tell you what, their hearts have to be racing right now.
Lowry against Irving. Fades away. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Wow, huge shot. Listen to this crowd.
It sounds like a rock concert in here.
To explode all game, and they finally got a reason to do so.
Not loose, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. We've got 22 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Here's James, and Johnson sends it back.
Boy, a 3 here would be huge.
Yeah, a chance to tie it up and make it even with the game on the line.
Fades back. It's in! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
He is feeling it. A terrific percentage from the field.
When they foul intentionally, they're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
Yeah, in this situation, clock management crucial.
Now here's Verjao, and they go to the intentional foul. Drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. It was tight, but they managed to come up with the win.
You know, nobody wants to lose a close game, Kevin. It's much better to win those tight ones.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?